My name is Aiden, and his name is Zavier.
Hello.
We are the founders of Randomly Generated Games, which is the creators of Zavier. Zavier is a game where two robots work in like a recycling facility, sorting out trash through a conveyor belt. Basically, the goal is to get a high score without like filling the whole room with trash.
The most difficult part was making the code. We had a lot of issues with the prefabs just continuously changing on us. We got it working eventually in the end, but just a very interesting and annoying piece. And one thing we do differently is we thought about it with only an hour left through during a game jam, but we may or may not create a more competitive based mode. Instead of a communal pool of points, you have individual points, and whoever can get the most points, it wins. Maybe utilizing the mechanic of stealing from your other player, getting in the way, but yeah, it's something we could do differently or could add on in the end.
Alright, perfect. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Okay, hi. We're the Quirky Platypus, and my name is Cindy, and I did the art for the game.
Hi, I'm Philip Molokov, and I did all the coding and basically putting the game together and all of our assets together, right, yeah.
I'm Jet Blood, I did all the sound effects and music. So our game name is Recycling with Friend.
Yeah, and it's about two robots working together in like a world that's like overtaken by trash from the humans. And basically the two robots represent two classes working together to save the world. And basically one of the robots, the rounder one, is designed to be more like higher class because it's more clean. Like the design is more clean and like brighter in general. And the other like square robot is supposed to be like the lower class because it's more like rusted. Those the two classes working together to save the world.
So it's the poor and the rich uniting together.
Yeah. It's the world working together. Because the lower class robot, they can use their strength to like build the bridges for the other robot to like do their job. That's all I have to say.
What was your biggest obstacle?
I'd say one of mine was right when we started, I didn't really know like the direction of the game, so it's kind of hard to like make a music or like make something that would fit. So it was kind of like work on the fly there, and it was kind of rough at the start, but it did come together.
What about you?
I didn't really feel like I had a bigger obstacle than time and the amount of stuff we wanted to just put together, because I still have a bunch of assets from Jen and Cindy, like art and sound effects, didn't make it into the game in this time, which is really sad. And I'm only gonna add it after tonight.
My biggest obstacle was like the internet because I couldn't upload my assets to Google Drive, and I had to run out of the room several times to get Wi-Fi outside.
But
And that was my biggest obstacle.
We did do it.
We did it.
Yeah.
What would we change?
I think we were possibly a little overambitious with what we intended to do at first, and the end product did turn out well. But it's definitely not what I had like envisioned, I guess, or like what we wanted.
Things.
Yeah, exactly. Like we had something and then we just kept adding, and then time got away from us. So I think that was a little rough.
Yeah. What about you?
I wish that we made like, I wish that we were layering our stuff like, not like one level and we just like put as much effort to just one level. Like more interesting, we had 3 levels.
Well, yeah, but we didn't have time.
But what if we spread out time in a way that
I just don't think that was possible.
we would like
I wouldn't want to learn Unity, but it's hard.
learn Unity,
Unity is easier than coding.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Oh well.
I think that's good. Thank you guys so much.
But we did it.
Bye.
Good. My name's Ryan.
My name is Farhan. We're Team
Vino.
Yes. Our game name is Street Bound Rats. Pretty much the game is about 2 characters, pretty much the brothers from different mothers. Pretty much the main objective is trying to save the world from a trash apocalypse. So overall, each brother has a different specialty. One is good at combat because they have a pet rat. But unfortunately they're not good at collecting trash and negotiating for better deals. While the other one is the opposite. They're good with collecting trash and making negotiations, but horrible with combat. So pretty much you'll play as both of them, and you have to try and collect as much trash as you can. As if you're able to collect most of the trash, you could save the world. You'll go through a level progression system, and once you reach around level 5 through 10, you will fight a boss. This boss is the Rat King. And pretty much, once you beat him, you save the world.
What would you have done differently if you could?
What would you have done? A lot.
Yeah, a lot. First of all, I would remove a lot of the scripts in the game and then redid them so that they would be more generalizable. Like break down scripts so that they can be reused in a lot of places. Because so far the scripts are like very compact. Like one script is meant for one thing, so that means if you like try to use it for something else, it's not gonna work. Like even if it's something similar-ish, it's not gonna work. That's why I plan to first thing do is like we remove a lot of scripts and then create new ones that can be reused. So I feel like that we are starting in one scene, and then once we got that sort of foundation down, we will branch out a bit more and then go to the other scenes. Like just making sure that one thing is good before doing like a lot of things.
Overall, what we made was just a prototype. If we had more time, because I think the total amount of game development time we had was in total like 5 hours. If we had, utilized all the time from the beginning, then it would have been at a different state than it is right now. But I'm proud of what we got.
Yeah, it was pretty good for the time we did.
Thank you guys. Alright.
I'm Alan Rivera,
Hi, I'm Steven Gomez.
and we have another team member named Glass Blomps, and our game is called Trash Frenzy. Our game was about sorting trash in 3 different types of bins corresponding to the 3 different types of trash, and the main objective was to put the trash correctly in the bin before too much of the trash is flowed on the street. The main gameplay of the game is putting the trash in the bin, and then once the bin is full, throwing away the compost in the bin into a bigger dumpster so that the max capacity for the dumpster is reset. This way, the players can keep the loop going. There may be cases where one player's side of the map, because it's divided in 2, may be full, so players may throw trash across into another player's side of the map because it's split in 2. The biggest obstacle in development was... Well, would you like to answer that question?
I think it would be communication, because throughout my time after I was done like animating and composing the music and drawing, it seemed like the 2 composers didn't really communicate as much because they were quiet the entire time, which led to problems of like not being able to name certain objects the same thing, and when they would merge together, it would cause like a whole catastrophe with the coding scene.
I would say one of the biggest learning lessons from my first game jam was creating a design document beforehand so that things are more organized day of. Not necessarily creating assets, but more or less having a plan on how we handle certain steps of the process, and I thought that was a big learning lesson.
What would you do differently?
That's what I would do differently,
Oh.
create a design doc.
Alright. I think that's perfectly fine. Thank you guys.
Cool.
Hi, my name is Marcos.
My name is Chase.
The name of the game is Trash, the co-op game.
The game is about where you and another player can pick up trash and sort them into their respective cans, such as recyclables, trash, and compost. There's no timer. There's no nothing. It's just a fun, relaxing game to play when you're bored or when you want to have some fun with friends.
What was the biggest challenge you faced while making the game?
Oh, that's a great question. The biggest challenge is about the abilities, the time, the drawings of the characters, the trash, and the background, and the credits too.
So everything, right?
Basically. Well, not everything. Not everything.
If you could do this again, what would you do differently?
If he comes here early,
I'll definitely come a lot earlier because I was late today. I love the game. I love the basics of it, and hopefully next time another game jam happens, then we could try to improve off of that game.
and next time I should tell the teachers to help me for the coding too.
Yes.
Alright. Thank you guys.